Okay, so the cake flour is in my bowl and I'm just adding baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and I'll put the recipe for you in the video description box so you'll have that. My shortening is in the mixer bowl. Okay, so I'm going to start creaming the sugar and shortening together, so I'm just going to gradually add the sugar and get that in, get it mixed in, and turn up the speed a little bit. And the shortening I'm using is just Crisco, so just a vegetable shortening. You want to beat those together until they're light and fluffy, and now I'm just going to add my 2 eggs and just get them incorporated. So one at a time, there they go. And let's see, what else do I add next? Oh, I'm adding some vanilla, and I never measure my vanilla, I just kind of eyeball it. A little bit extra is always good. There we are, just a little bit more. This cake is gonna taste good. Okay, turn that speed up and get it nice incorporated. And now I'm gonna scrape it. Make sure you scrape your beater and make sure you scrape your bowl really well. You wanna make sure everything's incorporated and nice and smooth and combined. And there I go, following my own advice, which is always a plus. Okay, and I'm just gonna make sure that these are nice and mixed. All right. Okay, I'm going to gradually add the flour, and I'm going to alternate adding the flour with, oh great, I just made a mess. I'm going to alternate adding the flour with adding the milk and mashed banana. And see, there I am desperately trying to scoop up that flour and put it in the bowl. Just disregard that. It's not really baking if you don't make a big frickin' mess in your kitchen, right? So here we go. And there goes my milk. And I'm going to add half of the mashed banana. There we are. And we're just going to get that incorporated, so let me speed this up. And I'm smelling it because it smells like banana, obviously. It smells so good. Oh, maybe I won't speed it up. All right, the rest of the flour, and then I just get fed up. And then the rest of the banana, and it goes. And then we'll mix it all around and just get it nice and incorporated. And this is just another lovely reminder to make sure you scrape your beater and your bowls down. You want to make sure you don't have anything that's unincorporated. I've made that mistake before, and nothing's more frustrating. Sorry, there goes my dishwasher. Nothing's more frustrating than when you pour it into the pan, its final destination, and you realize you have unincorporated butter and shortening and flour in the bottom of the bowl. So I've become a big fan of scraping the hell out of my bowls and just making sure I don't have that dilemma. And I think I'm tasting it. Don't do that. It's raw, but I did. Oops. Okay, so this recipe says to bake these as 2 layers, 2 9-inch cake layers, but honestly I really didn't feel like dealing with a layered cake today. I wanted to do something super easy. So I grabbed this 9 by 13-inch pan and I sprayed the hell out of it with some cooking oil spray. You could butter it or grease it however you want, but I just sprayed the hell out of it, and I'm just going to bake it as a single layer cake, just like a sheet cake, because I just don't want to deal with layers today. I just want something easy. So I think this will be it. And the recipe says to bake this at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for, I didn't even check the time. Depending on, your time will vary depending on how you're baking your cake. I will tell you that after this took about maybe 25 minutes to bake at 375, but your time will vary, and I don't know how much time it'll take when it's as 2 9-inch layers. So just might have to keep an eye on it. And here I am smoothing it, and I think I tasted it again. Yes, I know I should not eat raw dough or raw batter, but I have bad habits. So, and this was just for me and Dan, so he doesn't mind my germs. Okay, so let's get this into the oven, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's out of the oven, and we will get started on the frosting while it cools. Okay, my timer went off, so let's see what this looks like. Well, you got a nice shot of my butt. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm getting oven mitts, and I inserted a toothpick in the center, and it came out clean. And it's nice and golden brown, and it puffed up, and look at that. It smells amazing. I want a candle that smells like this, so let's let it cool. Okay, sorry about the sunlight going in and out. It's a typical spring day. So here I am. I've got some softened butter, and I'll put the frosting recipe in the video description box for you too. And I realized I needed a scraper, so here I am scraping the butter and into the mixer. And we're going to soften that a little bit more by beating it. And then we'll gradually add our powdered sugar and cocoa. So it says to add your cocoa powder to your powdered sugar, so I'm doing that. And we're making a mocha frosting, so we're going to need some coffee. So however you want to accomplish that is fine. You can brew some coffee, save some from leftover from the morning, because you'll need about 4 to 5 tablespoons. I had some instant espresso powder I just mixed with hot water, and that's what I used. I keep that on hand for recipes like this. And so I'm going to start adding my powdered sugar and cocoa. And how much you want to bet I make a mess? How much you want to bet? $5? That's not enough. Oh, well, I didn't make a mess. And guess what? That's an accomplishment. Okay, so mixing. And I'm reading the directions. Turn that up. And I'm going to start adding some of the coffee here in just a sec. You can see Dan back there. He's cleaning out the woods behind the house. So I'm going to add some of the coffee, kind of make sure it's smooth. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. The recipe said a few grains of salt. I'm just going to do like maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon and see how that goes. But you definitely want a little bit of salt in there. I'm using unsalted butter too. So, and then how much you want to bet I make a mess? How much you want to bet? And I don't think I did. No, I'm sure I did. Yeah, anyways. So in goes the rest of the powdered sugar and cocoa. And just try not to make it all over the kitchen. So I'm going to add the rest of the coffee. So I think I did 5 tablespoons of coffee. And then again, last ingredient will be vanilla. And I'm trying to show that to you, and I don't realize that you can't read it. Good job, Molly. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I got it from Costco because their prices went back down. And so add that, and then just mix. And again, you need to scrape the heck out of it. Make sure it's all incorporated, nice and smooth. And there I go, following my own advice. Good for me. So, yeah, so banana cake and mocha frosting is one of my favorite cakes. I just love it. My mom always made it when I was growing up. So good. Look at me giving you guys an action shot. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good. And look at the carnage. Oh, what a mess. My kitchen is so small, and Jan and I want to remodel and put an addition on, but it's just too expensive. So a small kitchen is what I have. And I did taste this too, and it's delicious. So I'm so excited for the final cake. Okay, now you see me spreading the frosting on top of the cake, and my cake sank a little bit in the center, and I'm not 100% sure why that happened, but oh well, we'll just fill it in with frosting. And here we go, spreading it all over. And again, you could do cupcakes, you could do a layer cake, you could basically do whatever you want. It's just going to change your baking time. And I decided to top this with some dried banana chips. And here I go, placing them all around. And I'm not the best cake decorator in the world. It takes me a long time to decorate cakes usually if I'm trying to make them fancy. So this is a real simple idea I had, and I thought it'd be cute. And so just place those on the top, and then we'll see how this tastes.
Gonna magically go from the table into my hands. So how's that gonna happen? Molly, how's that gonna happen? I got a dog here, I can't very well move.
Dan, just eat the damn cake. So what are you tasting, Dan?
Banana bread?
No, it's banana cake with mocha frosting.
I'm eating banana cake with mocha frosting, and it smells like banana cake with chocolate frosting.
Mocha.
I know, but it smells like chocolate.
Okay, well, just eat it. How is it?
Mmm. Oh, good. Tastes like banana bread.
Yeah, it does. Like a light banana bread.
With chocolate frosting.
Mocha. There's coffee in there.
My mom used to always make this for my dad for his birthday. Then he became diabetic, so we stopped that.
And if you guys want to know where this comes from, it comes from, boom! The Woman's Home Companion Cookbook from 1944. Get it. Try it. Love it. Awesome.
Are you done?
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Rue. Oh, sweet puppy. Okay.
It's bedtime.
Bye, everybody.